Okay, that was weird. Like, that was really weird. Whatever. Hey, I'm here. That was weird. Why is that? What the fuck happened? Like, why is all my shit fucked up? We'll deal with that. Hang on. Yeah, it's even there too. What the hell? Hang on. Hey, this is a Monday. First, let's see if it'll recognize my controller, which is not even turning on for some reason, which is not good. It's a PS5 controller, and those things aren't cheap. Okay, now it's turning on. Yeah, and this game doesn't want to recognize a controller. Alright. Well, I'm going to assume it's just the game. Actually, I think I know why the game's doing it, because it's got such a low resolution anyway. And I don't feel like playing it without a controller. There's other things I can do. What I think it is because it's got a natural low resolution due to its age. It's just adjusting. So just going to go do Doom again. Which, incidentally, I use a mouse and keyboard for Doom. So, go figure. Go from one Space Marine to another. And how's everybody doing? I know it's Monday. Monday's just like full of motivation. I just opened the sliding glass door to outside, and I'm starting to cool down. It feels so much better. Like, my body was overheating, and I hate that. Hate it. 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 I hate it. Hate it. Bring the sensitivity down. There we go. I don't know why it jumps up to... Like, I don't turn that, and it keeps changing. It'll go down to 2, then up to 4, and I don't touch it. Yeah, I haven't played it any since last stream that I did it on. Just like I think Friday or Thursday. Just haven't gotten back into it. I was playing a lot of things. Like I was jumping back and forth because I'm just so I'm not gonna call it disinterested. Now I'm gonna unplug my controller because now so I can get myself some goddamn keyboard commands. That's why it was unplugged before. I'm so looking forward to some of the stuff that's coming down the pipeline. I think I need 3 for what I want to upgrade next. Let's see here. Oh no, I can just go ahead and do this speedy recovery since the explosion one's the one I'm more likely to use anyway. There we go. Now I need 2. Let's see. Power up effectiveness. I want that one. Because the idea of my equipment would be able to throw grenades and increase the amount of stuff I can hold.
After running more diagnostics on the active Braver suit, it appears that I can accelerate the upgrading of your arsenal by measuring your combat effectiveness. I have added a...
Hang on. We are going to move myself to the other side again. Hang on. Might be able to just do it this way. Hang on. There we go. And now let me put the salty button just to see what it does. And it's all the way over there for some reason. And it's also inverted, which is hilarious. Flip horizontally. Okay, it's at least now not inverted anymore. Now it's on top of me. Like, I actually care about that more than I should.
Tracker to your helmet's display.
Y'all need to see my ammo, but y'all need to see my health.
The facility will not allow you access to the turbine room unless the demonic threat level is brought down inside the foundry. Our security systems cannot be overridden.
Oh no, I can't continue inside this place unless I destroy all of the demons in here. Something he was going to do anyway. He didn't need to do that. I want to bring that up. He didn't need to punch it. That's what I needed in my life. Big ass explosion hurt me.
Gas leak detected.
Really? There's a gas leak here? Who would have thunk?
Access denied.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow, I would not have guessed there's a gas leak there.
Warning. Core temperature rising.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump down. Up. I'm gonna go back and check what this is. 'Cause I think that's actually where I'm gonna go anyway. Oh, it's way back. Oh, hey, good thing I came over here. I didn't get any of those in the last map, so I probably fucked up something. I probably will need to go back and deal with that. There, my suit's been upgraded. What I've been trying to do this whole time. So I was planning on like doing this going all in thing for my working out stuff, and I still kind of am. Asterisk ampersand. My diet's still gonna be funky, and I like today was supposed to be the day I started it, but then I started it, and it's not that I can't do it. How am I supposed to get back? I'd like to go through this. You know? I'm going over here. That doesn't magically open now. And this just brought me back like right up to where I had been a second. I still don't see how I'm supposed to get over there. And I don't think a running jump is going to get it either. I actually don't think I even sprint. I can slow down, I can't sprint. I love that. I actually do love that. It's kind of funny. Alright. I feel like I'm being dumb. There's got to be something I'm not seeing. Alright, let's just see if I can make a running jump. I think that way's blocked by fire now anyway. But running jump I go! Oh, you can make it, like just barely. That's me overthinking it.
Access granted.
That was oddly creepy. Once again, that wouldn't actually work. Because those palm raiders need your hand to be warm, you know, like the person's still alive. He had a mouthful. I was making a bad pun. Let me give you the right to attack me. Ow, dick. That was
Demonic threat
easy.
reduced by 25%.
Good. Great. It's what I wanted in my life. Switch over to shotgun for a little bit. So I've got a few good stories I want to talk about today. I got a few good stories I want to talk about. Moral of the story is it's just people being dumb, like really dumb. Blue axis.
Warning. Core temperature rising.
It getting warm. They would have had a perfectly valid reason to make this this mission a timed one. And they didn't. Do I think we should fight these guys other than the fact that they're annoying? Oh, I forgot that's I'm just switching to explosive shot. What are you? Alright, got me some Argent energy. Feeling more ammo. Let's do more ammo. I guess that was a benefit, because I don't think it would have let me pick it up if they were still attacking me. So. Here you go, almost fell in lava. Need yellow. I have none. This is gonna get slow. Alright, I guess I gotta go down. But yeah, no, I've got a few stories I already got set aside to talk about. If I wanted to sum them all up in one sentence, it's a lot of people just being very stupid. Once again, I reflexively want to reload. Like one of the ones that kind of like, I'm gonna spoil alert. Dude being a literal fucking Nazi. Like, you know my feelings on Nazi. Wolfenstein's my favorite game for a reason. Something therapeutic about killing Nazis. Hell, the only reason I don't stream that game is because of like how I would get banned off of YouTube so damn quick. And by that I mean like New Order and shit. If you do want to see me playing it, I do have a recording of me playing it in a playlist somewhere. I did that. It didn't mean nothing. Let's get this guy touched. Don't think I can make that jump, but I need to make that jump. Okay, I can make that jump. I'm not used to it. Alright. I am so, like, pessimistic about my ability to jump in this game. Where did you even come from? Once again. Alright, that worked. Got better than I expected.
Demonic threat reduced by
Yay,
50%.
weapon upgrade point awarded! We did things. And stuff. Can't forget about stuff. By the way, if I jump in there and die, you'll see like the Terminator like thumbs up death. It's kind of good. Almost did not make that. That was a bug flincher. Wee. So I'm right back here by the blue door I can't open. I don't have blue door. Like, okay. So we have this super smart AI backing me up who hacks all this damn stuff. Like, helped me get through places. Excuse me. Ah. Leave my own spit there for a second. I'm oddly curious, and by oddly, I'm vaguely annoyed by it. Why doesn't he just hack, just give us, like, universal access? Like, oh, you constantly have red, blue, and green access, or yellow access. So there's none of us hunting for, like, the key cards or whatever. Mind you, like, yeah, you could argue that... Oh, hey, found the yellow one. You can argue it needs to be a physical key card, I guess. But, I don't know. I'm pretty sure, like, there could have been some. Let's do that. Oh, that's what the explosions were. What do we get? Try shotgun for a little bit. Oh shit. I was stuck on a wall. I am very dead. I am very dead. I am the dead. Dead am I. Oh, I love the fact that you don't actually reload in this game, which I've had to learn multiple times because I keep doing it. Alright, and I got the blue key card.
50%.
50%. Wait, no, that was a good 50%. I don't know why I did that. I'm stuck in the corner. Fuck you! This is my not happy face. Got body blocked.
Demonic threat reduced by 50%.
Most of it's done, and I'm a little annoyed about that. Not what I wanted, but that guy dead. I don't need to fight you. Okay, I kind of do. My pride wouldn't let me walk away. I really need some ammo. I need a chainsaw or something. I think chainsaw's... Top 3 Tarantino movies? Oh, that... You're throwing hard ones at me today, aren't you? So I'm gonna say something. This is gonna get me in trouble with somebody. Probably you. So I do like Quentin Tarantino movies. I always end up feeling a little disappointed in them. For very, very specific reasons. I don't know if I'm gonna make that jump, and I'm gonna try anyway. Oh, I made it even though I fucked up the jump. The Kill Bill movies would definitely be on that list of top 3. I generally like those movies. I'll explain why I meant by disappointed here in a second. Also, hi, Cool Walker. I didn't say hi to you yet. They're definitely on that list somewhere. Let's see here. And Inglourious Bastards would be on that list. Now, let me explain to you why I said I end up a little disappointed in their movies. So all the marketing for Inglourious Bastards made it look like the movie was going to be a lot more about Nazi killing and stuff, about from the Inglourious Bastards side. But then it has like this whole half of the movie that was about this the French girl side, and that threw me off. And I was like, okay.
Have you filled out your UAC packet?
As I said, though, God damn it, I gotta do this part again.
Demonic threat reduced by 50%.
So, Kill Bill is probably one of the few that didn't elicit that feeling from me. And I do recognize Pulp Fiction is a good movie. How about you? Where would you rank some of these movies? I'd appreciate you not body blocking me like that. I hate it when people do that. Jesus Christ, I forgot that's an explosion. That's what killed me last time. It wasn't the barrel like I initially thought.
The blind counsel is always right.
Well, switch over to the Tri-Burst. But yeah, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2.
Stay focused. Stay committed.
Yeah. Ooh, Samuel Hades. That one fuel or two? Oh, I actually got more fuel anyway. More max fuel because of my weapon upgrade slots. That's awesome. Cool. Alright. Once again, I keep doing that. Oh, there he was. I was like, where the fuck did he go? Come here. Where'd you go? You keep trying to do the coming up from behind me thing, and it's rude. It's like really rude.
Stay focused. Stay committed.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about Dango Unchained. I will take Inglourious Bastards off that list and put Dango Unchained. I forgot that movie existed. That movie did not disappoint. Like, it didn't have the... oh.
Core temperature rising.
So yeah, you right. I can make a whole series on just me being corrected by you on stuff like this. Just going like, you right. Cool Walker, you right. Everything just exploded near me, and that sucks. There we go, I got health back. Laser? Okay. But no, you 100% right. Dango Unchained was legitimately very good. Not only did you have Sam Jackson in it, but you had Leonardo DiCaprio playing the villain of all things. Like, that's something you don't see too often. Or not even the villain, just a villain. And he did a great job with it. And there's so many stories of like what happened behind the scenes to make it just a lot more interesting.
Demonic threat reduced by 75%.
What brought on the Quentin Tarantino question? Because he's in a lot of hot water right now. Him as a director slash writer slash whatever you want to call him, is in a lot of hot water with a lot of like, especially like Marvel actors, and specifically because he's like, oh, Marvel movies aren't real cinema and all this other stuff. Actually, I'm gonna chainsaw one of you. Oh, I killed you already. Damn it. Didn't mean to do that. And there's the last thing I need to do. I can do it to you, though.
Have you filled out your UAC accidental death and dismemberment form yet? See Jessica.
See Jessica? I love that. For anybody who's vibing, he recently came out and said, superhero movies like the Marvel movies and stuff are not real cinema. And like a lot of people are tearing into him, referring to him as a gatekeeper and all this stuff. And I'm actually a little disappointed in him for saying that, because I can guarantee you when he started out, a lot of directors would have said the same thing about him, because the way he handled a lot of the genres, how he mixed and matched genres constantly. Or took new spins on genres. So I can guarantee you he got told the same thing, that his movies weren't real cinema. And here he is saying it to superhero movies because he just doesn't like them. That may not be his reason, and I may be overthinking it, but that's what it seems like is going on, and I'm rather disappointed in him for it. Or at least I feel disappointed because of it. Oh good, I finally got the pulse gun I wanted. Daddy, I want the pulse gun! Probably shouldn't have said that. That's going to get taken out of context later and used against me. Alright. Charge burst. My Echo Missiles already reload pretty damn fast. I really kind of want to power up the pistol and just see what I do. I'm going to save them. Save those points. I don't want a weapon selection, I'll just scroll. Now I know this is... Okay. I knew I should have done meth. Well, if I did meth, I'd probably be a lot skinnier. Be in a lot lower health, though. My teeth would be falling out. And I like my teeth. Those are used for eating. I need to go to a dentist. Like, it just made me think about that. I need to go to a dentist. Go back using my assault rifle for now. I can stand on it. Yeah, there's just a lot of drama going on with that. Like, I can't, like, name specific actors who are... I know... Why is that still firing? The actor who played Shang-Chi is one of the ones who called him out. Like, he specifically... I know him specifically because I remember seeing the article with his picture on it. Something new just show up? I'd be really happy if it did. Oh, you were bringing it up because of that. Okay, so that makes sense. I mean, it's a good thing to talk about because it is a big deal. Because I do like Quentin Tarantino. I actually liked him for a while as like I still feel like I do like him as a person. I don't have a reason not to, just because I disagree on this topic. That's why I'm just disappointed. Because he seemed like he was a good guy and didn't really believe in like gatekeeping and stuff like that. But then he comes out with that hot take, and it's like, bro, you're better than that. There are two of them. There are two of them. Let that reload. Well, get some distance. Hey, come here, buddy. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Ow, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay. Yeah, and that's why I can kind of like give it a pass per se, but I'm still disappointed that that's his take. Like, because I really do think like with his way of like the way he approaches genres and tweaks them, he could really make an interesting Marvel movie, like a really interesting one. Like, I'll give an example. Hang on. I'm just running in circles, so I don't know where to go. Alright, so, like, a specific example I imagine he could have a lot of fun with is if they let him take over, like, Guardians of the Galaxy 4 or whatever, because the original cast is now leaving. I don't know if any of them are staying. I know Drax is not staying, and I doubt Chris Pratt's staying. I think this is the exit. Is this the exit? This looks like an exit. It's an exit. Good point.
Authorization. Olivia Pierce. Alpha 4.
But they couldn't shut her out of here.
She has locked me out, Dr. Hayden.
How? He's like the... whatever. Like, they should have talked about that a little bit.
All power rerouted to Argent Energy Tower.
She is trying to tear open the portal between our world and theirs.
Yeah.
You could not have saved
Doom!
her anyway.
Yep. In between segments where I'm talking about the news and stuff, I'll probably be flipping into Doom, because I'm feeling a Doom mood. I was going to play Warhammer 40k Space Marine, but the game is just not behaving right. So I was like, alright, screw it. Can I move? Okay. Look here, assholes. I've killed things like 3 times your size already. Since waking up. I'm not the one using this gun against these guys. I should have been using my chainsaw to get the ammo. Completed. Can I go through here now?
The system won't allow anyone but Olivia to override it now. We will have to shut down the Argent Tower manually from the surface.
Alright. I don't think I got any of the secrets. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on these, like, off-screen. Because I do want to get 100% on these. The guide up on this side. Also, hi Pepe, how have you been? Alright. Alright, we got a few stories I want to talk about. Y'all ready for this? Y'all come here for this stuff. I don't know why I'm moving my keyboard. I'm going to need you. Plus, I woke up my kitty cat. We can't have that. Can't have my kitty cat waking up. Alright. Interesting. Okay, that's the... What'd you spend on Black Friday? I'm vaguely curious. Like, now I gotta hear the story. I'll address that after I go on my little rant, alright? Alright, let's see here. Let's start with cool science stuff that's actually horrifying. Stanford scientists can control specific brain cells at a distance. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Marjorie Taylor Greene or Magic the Gathering? You have to specify. Scientists can control specific brain cells at a distance. The new technique uses infrared light and Nobel Prize winning molecule that help us feel the burn from chili peppers. Like, I honestly haven't read too much into this, but even if it's just like, hey, suppressing of hunger or something like that, it's not gonna be good. Like, people are gonna read the context to this and be like, oh my god. There's like, also it's freethink.com, so you can't trust it 100%. But it's still like, come on, people are gonna read this and like, oh, the government's gonna be controlling us into buying things and 1 meter, 3 feet away using infrared beams. So you have to use. All right. Let's see here. I'm trying to like by studying an animal's behavior within a social with challenges. By using the new technology. Okay, what specific thing is it controlling? If you think the brain's like extremely fiddling with those with everyone's going, but the brain does it. Switching the technique. Okay. Okay, so basically it seems like it can turn off and on different segments. So it's like, yeah, all right, whatever, cool. Like, just that article is gonna like, it's gonna get people losing their shit. Because I know there's another study that came out. Here's one that, this is an older story that does something similar. So scientists like were using like electrical charges and stuff to like temporarily disable the frontal cortex of people's brains, and it made people believe in God less. So I don't know what part of the, okay, hang on. Low level of shame procedures, basically because they couldn't feel shame or fear, or the instinctual stimuli, they were less religious. And I'm like, like, so yeah. Magic. Okay, no, I hadn't heard news. Let me see if I can find something out. Going forward, MTG will only refer to as Magic. It will be referring Magic the Gathering only. Let's see here. I've got the headlines up for it. I'm not seeing anything that catches my eyes. No free will got it. So no free will got it. Well, all right. So that article about them shutting off the parts of the brain making people less religious. If you shut off the part that makes you afraid, feel shame, a lot of like the negative emotions, you stop being religious. So that implies the inverse. If you are naturally more shame, a feeling of shame, naturally more afraid, you're more likely to be religious. So that sadly says a lot. Like, answers a lot. Now, mind you, it's not universally true. But just that study just makes it rather interesting. And this is a study from back in 2015 anyway. I think that's what it said. But anyway, I got a search up of like Magic the Gathering, just trying to see what's in the news for it. Let's just go to news itself. The rarest card in Magic, now worth 100,000. God damn. If anybody's wondering, that's Dark Black Lotus. Moist Critical suggests Magic's 999 30th anniversary booster packs are a scam. I agree with that. By the way, Moist Critical, he's a decent guy. Like, I've seen some of his stuff. Okay. I was hoping they'd have a picture of the guy. So the way I'm reading, so the way I'm reading it is that faith is not, in which this actually, I don't think this part can be argued. Faith is not a logical thing. Faith, by definition, is a feeling. It is something that does not operate based on what you, why is it being so bad today? Like, it's just so disjointed. Sorry, I got distracted. It is by definition not a logical process. Now, this is not to say because you're religious, you're illogical. That's not it. It's that the feeling of faith is an emotion. So by shutting down emotions, you lose or reduce the ability to feel faith. So I don't think that can be argued. That's just another way of phrasing it. And I don't mean offense to anybody. That's just the way I'm reading that study. Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing is like the Magic Arena, Magic the Gathering Arena, and Brother card. You got a specific article you want to drop? But we were talking about this earlier. I'm going to pull this over here because I don't know what's going to come up. Yeah, it was Shang-Chi, the Shang-Chi director, or not director, actor, slams Quentin Tarantino's Marvel criticism. Yeah, because it was just like, he's like, he just doesn't view as real cinema and stuff like that. And I'm like, I kind of get it, but I disagree. Well, once again. But Anthony Mackie actually agrees with him about his Marvel comics. So it's like, it's actually very interestingly split. Like you'd think because Anthony Mackie is, yeah, like I'm not gonna argue that. Like that's actually, I agree with that statement. That I'm because you could argue that I'm very not religious because of how fucked up my emotions are and the chemicals in my brain are. So yeah, my faith is usually towards specific things. It's complicated. I'm not gonna go into that right now. It's a longer conversation. But anyway, um, but Anthony Mackie actually seems to agree with him. So you actually do see an interesting split between even the Marvel actors, because he's now Captain America and he's actually going to be probably a big part of the future phases going forward. So that's going to be extremely interesting. And and actually one thing that he is saying I do agree with now that I'm looking at it. I don't like the attack of like the changing of like the way movies are, because that just, but I can see what he's saying. It feels less like it's an art process now and more of an assembly line process. Like, yes, these stories are interconnected, but ever since, like, I would say even after phase 3, it feels like it's less about them truly trying to sell a story and trying to get as much eyes as possible. Why are you being so bad today? Like, usually it doesn't like cut me up this much. I really need to get my green screen working. I'm gonna have to test that. I should have been doing that over the weekend, but should have done a lot of things. So I had like an agenda of things I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to do the dishes, clean my desk, vacuum the floor, do some animation, do some drawing, do some writing, a handful of other things. What did I do? I cleaned part of my desk, did the dishes, vacuumed the floor. Oh, and I did a little bit of writing. I got none of that done. Yeah, so. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Like, people were bitching about it because I saw that. I actually saw that a while back. So, when I was looking up the Warhammer 40K stuff, the Warhammer 40K set I was really interested in, but then it's like $100 for the pack, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Never mind then. Or actually, that may like the whole set right here. All 4 set is $1,000. I'm gonna say you have sales tax. I don't have sales tax in my state. Individually, one of them would be $234. Like, and I don't know if these can even be played. Like, it's a commander deck, so I can understand it being a little pricier because you're getting a lot of cards versus like the normal 60 or 40. I can't remember. I think Magic the Gathering caps are 60. Yeah, like even my coffee cup is being a bitch. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's not my lighting. I might be playing with my lighting while we talk. But no, like, and that is to me unforgivable for the most part. I can't move that. So you're going to watch me play with these sliders a little bit. Now I'm very whited out. That seemed to fix that. I just don't like how bright that is. All right, we're going to let it go. I'll deal with this off stream. Yeah. And there's a whole load of y'all see me pull up my my wish list all the damn time to talk about games coming out. I even added a few recently because they came across my newsfeed. Like Atomic Heart is coming. That's an interesting game. It's an interesting crafting survival. Actually, it's not even crafting survival. Listed as crafting survival anymore. But it feels like a BioShock game. Like legitimately feels like a BioShock game, which I haven't even played BioShock. I need to. I forgot what's so special about Negative Atmosphere. It's weird. Yeah. Let's see here. This one just actually dropped today. This is a big deal to me. This game actually is really a big deal to me. This is a game I'll probably have to buy for other people, because I'm going to have people to play this with. There's a game on sale I'm tempted to play just so I can play with Cool Walker and probably you, Pepe. Because and yeah, it's starting to. Because most people are buying stuff online anyway. Because I'm actually a big fan of like the Starship Trooper, like the first movie. The second one was it was all right. Third one, it does annoy me, but I actually don't even hate the books. The book, sorry. Like I can't agree with any of the philosophy that's really in it, but it does provoke a lot of thought provocation, or whatever however you want to say it. I am very pasty white with this one. I don't like it. Excuse me. But yeah, like it's a cooperative game, 12 players. It looks really good. On Steam, there's a lot of good deals. Like, so one of the games, I don't even have it on my wish list, but I really should. So I was actually talking to Cool Walker about this the other day. I was considering getting this, Back for Blood, because like when I saw it first come out, I was like, oh, this looks interesting. Then I saw the gameplay of like Markiplier playing it, and I'm like, I have no interest in this. It just seems blah. Because I could just play Left 4 Dead 2 if I wanted to. But then I was thinking about it again. I'm like, you know what? If I had some good buddies to play with, this would definitely be an interesting game to play. And hell, maybe even a stream game. But then I saw it was still full price, and I'm like, okay, never mind. And now it's on sale by like 67%, as you can see right here. So I'm like, okay, you know what? That's a good deal. Unfortunately, it does end in 18 hours, and I don't want to spend that money right now. But it would be a viable option. So, but that was something to consider. I am going to add it back to my wish list in case it goes back on sale. But yeah, I am looking forward to Starship Trooper Extermination. That looks like it's going to be a fun co-op game. And then like March 1st, we have The Day Before, which I'm still excited for, but I'm still mad about because I'm pissed off at the developers. You have Wulong Fallen Dynasty. We have at the end of this week the Callisto Protocol. That's exciting. A little bit after that, you have the Crisis Core. I'm probably going to skip this one for a bit. I thought I was going to play it on launch, but I think I've decided I'm going to skip it for a bit, and I am going to have Choo Choo Charles, which I thought was going to be a co-op game. It is not, but I'm okay with that. I'll work with it, deal with it. We got Wild Hearts, of course. I'm just going down the usual list. This one actually is interesting. I want to show you all this, and then we're going to go to a different topic. So, capes. If you are a fan of XCOM games and superheroes, this game looks intriguing. There is a demo for it yet. I haven't even tested it yet. I should probably do that on stream, actually. It runs off of Old Man Logan logic that the world has already been taken over by villains. So, hang on. Actually, that does raise an interesting concept. If the villains have taken over, doesn't that make the heroes the villains? Because they're the ones fighting the government? Anyway, thought. Yeah, but this feels like a superhero XCOM game, which I am here for. Like, I do like XCOM games. Y'all see me play Phoenix Point. The only game I haven't played on stream was XCOM 1 and 2. And it's really hard for me to get back into them, because I beat them once on Iron Man mode, and then I just got burnt the fuck out. It was so much stress. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Sometime early 2023, so I will probably play that. I may not do it on stream, but yeah, it's got a demo, free to play demo, of course. You don't have to pre-order anything to play the demo. Still pissed off at you, Midnight Suns. You can go to hell. You can go to hell and you die. You had so much hope, and then you have the stupid card system. CCC approved. All right. Let's see. I had a couple more stories I was going to hit up before we go to back to our game for a minute. I'll let the audience decide. Do y'all want something political? Do y'all want something that's going to piss you off and slightly political? Or do you want something about speedrunning? Y'all have 30 seconds to decide while I take a sip of my coffee. So I've been doing Beat Saber, and like one of the new songs I started practicing and warming up my muscles with before I work out. Speed running. Aye. Um, and one of the songs I've been doing is Run DMC's Walk This Way, and I've been really enjoying it because that's a song I do enjoy. All right, so this is a guy who I started following and kind of got me into like enjoying the idea of speedrunning and stuff. It's Carl Jobs. He's a speedrunner himself, and he did a video talking about a recent Minecraft achievement that turns out to be fake, and then like it just turns out like almost all of his videos are faked. How they busted him has
Hello,
me
you absolute
very interested.
legends. A huge shockwave has just been felt through the Minecraft speedrunning community. A player that
I'm looking for
Dragon started its purge.
So the first thing that they first noticed, like, hang on, this is not the part where they proved he cheated. They noticed that the dragon during the and perched faster than it's programmed to be able to do. It's supposed to only be able to program after like the first 40 some odd seconds. It did it for him like in the first 30 seconds. So they're like, something's off. But then, how they proved that he was cheating, like cannot be disproven.
wasn't a world record, perhaps nothing would come of it. But given that this was a new
I'm gonna
world
let it play from
record,
here.
and Minecraft was already on the radar due to his impossibly fast dragon perch, and also given the fact that getting too lucky was already a big concern after the Dream.
So Dream's a big streamer. He was doing some speed runs, and then he got proven to have cheated. Like not intent. It seems like he didn't do it intentionally. Like that's up in the air. Dream's in trouble for other things now at this point, so it doesn't matter. But he had altered the odds of drop tables, so people were already sensitive about changing of that.
Cheating scandal, people gave it a closer look. And just like the Dream situation, it would take someone actually gathering the data to find out how.
And the kicker to this, he was involved in leading the charge against Dream.
The runner Exosolver would be the one to do it. In that stream, Minecraft checked 290 chests and found a total of
This is not even the peak of
obsidian.
geekdom for this.
This gives an average of 2.65 obsidian per chest. According to the game's code, the average amount of obsidian you should get is around 1.46 per chest. The chance of getting this amount of obsidian
You're about to see
after
peak
290
geek.
chests
This is why you
is
do not
1
fuck
in
with the speedrun
28
community.
billion. Of course, this is unlikely, but not as unlikely as what happened with Dream. In my opinion though, this is already enough to make an accusation of cheating. But thankfully, they didn't need to rely on mere odds. It turns out there was a way of conclusively showing if Minecraft's chests have been altered. In 1.15, chest contents are determined by the loot seed, and there are a total of 281 trillion.
Oh, for the record,
seeds.
hang on, let me clarify this real fast. He is not doing a random gen world where you have to load into a random world and try to play. He is doing a preset. The community finds the most optimal set that you can run through as fast as possible, and they run. That's what he's doing, so he's able to run this one over and over again. He knows where everything is and able to do as such. So
this means that the blacksmith chests can have 281 trillion different arrangements. Technically, you should be able to cross-check the arrangements that Minecraft got with these possible seeds to see if there are any that don't happen organically. Naturally, creating software that's able to take Minecraft's chests and run them against 281 trillion possibilities requires a fair amount of genius. Certainly, far more than I possess. But the Minecraft speedrunning scientists were able to do just that. And as it turns out, in Minecraft's stream, they found a total of 2 chests that cannot, under any circumstances, happen naturally without the game being modified. And
so let me clarify that. Let me just go over that again real fast. So this dude, the speedrun community, they looked at the chests he opens in that game, and they figured out the possible 200 and some odd trillion combinations of what can be in those chests, and then counter-checked it with every chest he opened during that run to see if any of them did not match. You do not fuck with the speedrun community. They may not catch you immediately. They may not catch you within a year, but they will find you. especially like Minecraft ones, because like those are heavy in math. Like when they're finding like on especially on the random seed one, they like how they find the place is just like so much math. It is freaking bonkers. And that's why I actually really love speed running, because you just see like it's not just a physical thing. Minecraft speedrunning especially, it's a mental thing. It's rapidly making these decisions, because especially like random seed, you don't know where everything is. You don't know where the enemies are going to be, how many of them they're going to be. That's just really pissing me off. And it's just so freaking bonkers. I love it. Like now, mind you, I can't do any of these things. Like, oh, so how they find it? I lost my track. They throw the Pearl of Ender in the air, and then they'll throw a second one at a second angle, and they'll use the two to like pinpoint it that way. And originally, you couldn't use a calculator. You had to use the math in your head to figure it out. Now, mind you, there's like some charts you would have kind of memorized to do it, and you've done it enough that you can kind of do it on the fly. But that's impressive as fuck. And then additionally, now that you can use calculators, much more precise. And then there's like all like they would go into debug mode, because that's allowed for some reason, and you're able to like see, because of how many things are spawned in the air into the area you're in, you can tell if what's loot's in the area or where the loot could be. Like this shit is bonkers, and I like I can't do that kind of stuff. I can't, but I have so much respect for that. Why is Gambit trending? Oh, okay. Something about chess. All right. Oh, this is not political per se. It's just something really stupid I got to bring up. I forgot to actually set this aside as a story I was wanting to do. We'll do Gizmodo. They're a decent company. So you already know Elon Musk is on my shit list. Like he cares. Like Mia nothing shit list. He's just annoying. He lies all the damn time. He says, "Oh, I have these great big projects I'm going to do," and then he either fucks them up royally, or he mislabels what they're doing, or they're a scam to begin with. Like the Hyperloop being a big one. Like he was never going to build the Hyperloop in California. The only reason he's even admitted apparently since that the only reason he did it was to prevent California from making a better public transportation system, so they were more inclined to buy his vehicles. And that pisses me off. He's not the founder of Tesla. SpaceX lives in actually Tesla and SpaceX only exist because of government subsidies, but he acts like he's some billionaire genius, and he was born with $1 billion. He's actually told a story where his family had so much money they couldn't even close the safe that held all their cash, and he acts like he built himself up from nothing. He didn't build PayPal. He bought his way into it, and like there's stories of people who've worked with him that say the whole reason, their whole job was to not to make him think he was doing something when in reality everybody was working around him doing everything correctly. And now we're seeing in real time like how bad he is as a leader because of Twitter. Anyway, so said all that to get to this part. He says he's going to make his own phone if Apple and Google deplatform him. Twitter, that's not going to happen. Twitter's still a big enough website that it's not going to get gotten rid of. It's just not going to happen. So it's just him trying to like, oh, I'm big rich guy. He's not gonna do a damn thing. Even if they kicked him off and banned him personally from ever putting an app on their phones, he would not do it. I will give you several reasons. One, Twitter by itself. He needs to pay $1 billion with a B a year just on the interest for the loans he had to take to buy Twitter. Twitter wasn't profitable when he bought it. I think it made like 700 million a year on its best years. And then additionally, people have left Twitter. Like not only people, but businesses. Apple has almost entirely stopped advertising on there. Hang on, there's actually a really funny tweet he did that's like really telling, and then somebody had a really good response. Why am I doing it that way? I can do it this way. I forgot to actually save the tweet. I really don't want to go through all of his stuff, but I'm going to have to. Mind you, I kind of, let's see here. I kind of follow him. Hang on, let's see where it is. Let's see here. Like right now, he's here. I'm just gonna pull this up so you guys can see it. He's actively fighting with Apple on Twitter. Like that's his last couple things. Like, go to war, pay 30%. Okay, because like if an app sells on their store, they take a tax of it. Okay, that's you're using their service. You should pay money. You're using our fucking system. Pay money. Like I guess billionaires aren't used to paying taxes. I guess. And I love that Twitter itself is calling them out. Apple has also threatened to withhold Twitter from its App Store, but won't tell us why. Because you're allowing Nazis back on, like literal Nazis. Yeah, I do remember that because this is actually a spoof on the like an old Apple commercial. I'm not going to get into that. Talking about how his altered some filter searches. Yeah, like that does happen. You're supposed to be doing it too. But I'm not finding the article. I'm actually the thing he said earlier. He may have deleted it because he's a fucking idiot. Oh yeah, this is a big one that's getting people a lot of like flipping shit. Just like the most random stuff he keeps next to his dresser. Let's see here. Hang on. I'm trying to find I can't find the specific one, but it was him saying he said something about Apple's not buying any more advertisements on Twitter. So much for free speech. Yeah. It's pretty much it's a fight between Samsung and Apple at this point. Like Google has stuff and they have the Google Fi, which looks pretty legit, but they don't have a niche. I'll explain all that in a second. But yeah, he's like, Apple is censoring free speech because they won't put advertisements on Twitter. And someone responded, it's almost like they're practicing their free speech. Like, and you'll see that all the time. Like, oh, they're censoring us because they won't pay us. No, they're not paying you because you're saying really obnoxious and evil things. If I went on a neo-Nazi tear and pretended to be a neo-Nazi for a while, I would expect to be deplatformed really damn quick, just like Andrew Tate did, just like all the other ass fucks did. Now, it wouldn't work because Google has tried to get the phone market to expand and has met success. So you have the two extremes of phones right now. You have Samsung, which you can customize the fuck out of. You can make it your phone and however you want. Short of you being able to physically switch out the components, you can make a Samsung phone fit your wallet and fit your design you want on what you need. From program, you can put any program on it, you can mod it, pretty much however you want. And you do get in trouble when you do this, but you technically can jailbreak it pretty easily. Then you have Apple. Apple is a very enclosed system, a community, whatever you want to call it. Everything that works on it was designed for it. It makes it much less likely for conflicting programs, things to fight each other and tear it up. However, it also does give Apple a lot of control, so they'll throttle your battery, which they've been proven to do. Not going to get into that yet. So those are the two extremes. Where is Google going to go? Like, unless you're sitting at the streams of this market, you're not going to have a niche. Unless you can offer instead a phone service and a phone that is optimal, that is perfect. It's not only cheaper, that it just runs better. It doesn't have like the best games on it. It doesn't have like the best community network. Doesn't need that. It's just a phone you can call people anywhere. That's the only thing you can offer. Just better performance than everything else. But Google doesn't have that. It doesn't have the infrastructure. No company has that infrastructure. The closest is, and this is Elon Musk lying his ass off, if he was telling the truth, that his Starlight network actually worked. But you're basically saying I'm going to be selling satellite phones. So fuck off. There's only one way I could see that working, but it would take a massive infrastructure project, the likes we've never seen before. Well, not since the I take that back, since after the economy collapse of like 1940s, 1950s. No, it was the 1940s. It was fixed in the around that time too. Anyway. But yeah, Elon Musk is an idiot. even if he tries, he's doing like we were talking about speedruns a second ago. He's doing a speed run of how fast can he spend $1 billion a day? How fast can he go broke? The dude was worth I think it was 180 million at its peak or 230. I can't remember which. And he has spent so much damn money. And it was all on Tesla too. Like a lot of it was in Tesla stocks. So he wasn't paying fucking taxes on it for shit. And then almost all of his businesses are run by government subsidies that he's not paying for with his taxes. So go for the fuck figure. And then, and now that he's crashing his Tesla stock because he's spending all of his time at Twitter and all that other stuff, he's just going to go broke. He's going to lose everything. And then then us as a country for some reason are going to bail him the fuck out because we only do that for billionaires. Sorry, I'm still jaded from 2008. But yeah, Elon Musk's an idiot. That's the moral of that story. Everything I just said, that's the moral of the story. All right, I am not going to go into the political ones just yet. We're going to jump into a game, and then we will talk some more. Y'all ever have game suggestions of what y'all want me to hit up? Let me know. Right now, I'm just going to stick with Doom. Actually, no, y'all don't have a suggestion anymore, because like in a couple days, we'll be getting Callisto Protocol, and I'll be playing that. Probably this Friday. No, it's not this Friday. Hang on. Yeah, Wednesday's the 3rd. It'd be this Saturday it comes out, which might mean it's effectively like midnight Friday. So I'll probably do a weekend stream of starting to play that. But yeah, like there's just talking about like the infrastructure of it. There is no infrastructure for what he's wanting to do. There just isn't, and no one's willing to invest in it. We, as a country, we need to say, fuck all of this. We are making a public infrastructure. We're not going to say, hey, business, here's your subsidy. You go do it. No. As a country, we need to, one, raise taxes on the billionaires because they use our infrastructure too. But then just build anything to I'm going to even say, just phrase it, unite our country more. Because there is no good way to cross country.
Is using the tower to drill a doorway into their world.
And that sounds like a weird thing to say, but to me there isn't. You can drive across country. Doesn't that sound fun?
By disabling the tower induction filters.
Oh, I see one flaw in your logic. I'll read for anybody who's just listening. I say Elon could not get bailed out. If Republicans stay true to their beliefs, Elon is an American. And you're right, he's not. He's actually a South African. But here's the problem. Good thing this game pauses. There you go. You figured out what I was going to rant about, Pepe. Yeah, Republicans can't stay true to their beliefs. We don't like abortion. Vote for Herschel Walker. He's had like 10 of them. I don't like Herschel Walker, in case y'all hadn't guessed. And we can't agree what's on for dinner. Okay, let me explain something to you. This is how I feel about that point. And you're right. You are 100% right. But here's the problem. A friend of mine who's Canadian actually described it as, I feel like we are living over the house of a meth head and a sane person. So effectively, what's happening is some of us, like, okay, let's say us three are the we're gonna say we're the Democrats for the purposes of this, and then we're gonna have like three other straw men for the Republicans for this conversation. I'll admit this is a straw man argument, but I'm gonna use this. All right, me and you are like, hey, you feeling pasta today? You feeling Italian? No, I'm feeling Chinese. You know, like, hey, how about a burger? Burger sounds good. You know, we're sitting there going back and forth discussing it, and then you have the Republicans over there saying, the teddy bears are listening to us with their antennas. What? That's the Republican conversation going on. Because remember, Republicans are like, oh, kids are pissing in litter boxes at school. Okay. I don't care if they are or not. I really don't, but they're not. There's no evidence of this. Can we instead, get people educated? Can we get people to go to school? Can we do any of these things? No? Okay. Can we get Social Security fixed? No? because kids are pissing in litter boxes. No, like that's not real. Can we get something done? That's what they're doing. Republicans have come forward and say, we're going to be investigating, and here's a big one. Biden did one good thing, like a handful of good things, but this is one of them. Canceling student loan debt for like up to $10,000, $20,000 for a certain payment, whatever. I'm not going to go into the specifics. Republicans have said when they take over the House, they're going to investigate him to try and get him impeached for doing it. No, I 100% agree with you. One, we also need to research on like better schooling, because the schooling system right now doesn't fucking work, but we need to improve it. And Republicans have for years defunded their schooling, and they wonder why their kids are fucking idiots. It's because it's easier to have them be dumb and listen to them. And don't forget, like Alabama, as I've mentioned before, has the infrastructure rating of a third world country according to the UN. They have diseases that only exist in like poverty-stricken areas of Africa in their water. I think Georgia, no, not Georgia. Is it Kentucky? Kentucky is actually, I think it's Kentucky is one of the highest crime states once you factor in population. I can't remember what like specific. I'll pull up the graph later for it. And they're the first ones to scream, "Oh, crime! Crime! Crime!" Your states are the worst for it. Why should we listen to you? Support our troops! You're the one likely to cut the funding to make them allow them to have body armor. Biden pulled us out of Afghanistan wrong. You're the one who put us there and with no win scenarios. And spent several $1 trillion there that could have went to food, homes, school, police, because you care so much about them. Oh, except for unless it's January 6th and they're trying to stop you from trying to overthrow the government. Then you hate the police. So yes, we can't agree on what to have for dinner or lunch, because only half of us are actually trying to figure that out, and the other half is just screaming about utter fucking nonsense. Did I just get the same weapon twice? Or did I... Okay, this is the start of the new one. Okay.
Untethered cross-dimensional activity is a frequent occurrence outside of the base, so it is recommended that workers buddy up when traveling across the market surface.
And the part that annoys me the most about all this is there's no answer for what we can do. There is no answer. There is no... I want to get over there. There's no clear answer, at least, for what we can do. Because we've seen it time and time again. You know what? I want to play this. I really do. But I can't help but think about this now. I'm going to rewind history a little bit back for you guys. I'm going to say 2009, 2010. Obama had a filibuster-proof majority in the Senate and had control of the House. Filibuster means that Republicans can't stop the vote from happening. No, I'm going to finish this train of thought. Because if I don't, I'm going to lose my shit. And then I'm going to load back into the game. Actually, I shouldn't even load it out of the game. I'm going to start loading back into it. Anyway. So, Obama had a filibuster proof. Now, for those who don't know what a filibuster is, it means that somebody in the Senate can step up and go, hey, I'm not yielding the floor, so no vote's happening. One person can do that. It takes 3/4 of the Senate to stop that person, to shut them the fuck up. Now, that sounds interesting. So you see in movies where they're up there just sitting there talking, reading the phone book or whatever. The problem is that's actually not what happens. If I was a senator, all I have to go, I'm filibustering. That's it. Filibuster's in effect. I don't have to do a damn thing. Now, someone will go up there and do it, and that's more for theatrics, but they don't actually do it. And even the threat of the filibuster prevents a lot of bills from being voted on. So there's that. So anyway, he had a filibuster-proof majority in the Senate, so he could get, in theory, passed whatever he wanted. he could get passed, or at least voted on whatever he wanted. Because mind you, the filibuster stops a vote from happening, not stops the bill from passing. It just stops it from being voted on, stops democracy dead in its tracks. So he had a filibuster-proof majority. What did he do? Put Obamacare. I don't like Obamacare, but it's much better than what we've had previously. And it's been slowly stripped down by Republican-controlled judges over the years. But okay. Okay. My problem with Obamacare is it's an old Republican plan, also known as Romney Care, and it was done earlier than that, because that was their answer to universal health care. So Obama said, we're not doing universal health care. 3/4. Or 2/3. It's 2/3, so you're right. It's like 66%. 66. It's like 66 votes. It's required. Anyway. So he immediately goes, we're not doing universal health care, which is what we fucking need. He started with public option, which is still a Republican answer. A public option. A public option means the government has its own insurance that it offers to every citizen, no matter what, and you can always choose to that. So that other insurance companies have to compete with it. They're not going to be able to compete with price, so they have to offer better services or better options. And that got stripped out, because Obama was still trying to negotiate with these ass fucks who were making millions of dollars in donations from healthcare industries, including his own party. I'm not going to give the Democrats a pass either. And then when he finally gets to the bill itself passing, the Obamacare as we have it, it didn't even have that. It didn't even have a public option. What it had instead was like a weird brokerage system and a mandate that you have to have insurance. That's all it had. And the mandate's been removed. So there's like nothing holding this thing together except for like spit and gum. Not even duct tape, just spit and gum. And you got to remember, during this time, the rants the Republicans were giving was death panels. That's what they're saying. The government wants to create death panels to decide who lives and dies. Oh, grandma's not getting that health care she wanted. That's what they were doing. What they're forgetting is that insurance companies literally have death panels. All right, we have Miss Jane here. She's got cancer. It would cost us $20,000. We're going to pay only $1,000, if that. Oh, she was out of service. Not paying a dime. That's literally what the insurance company does. Their job as a company, by the dictation of being a company, is to try and cut cost as much as possible to make a profit. In fact, if a CEO of a company does not do what gets the company the most money, they can be actually sued by investors. They can be getting a lot of trouble with investors. Not even long-term profits, but immediate profits for some fucking reason. Alright, I got that train of thought out. Because that's how our government is fucked up right now. Oh, there is one last part I'm going to spit that out real fast. So we don't even have the mechanics of like fixing the system as is. Why? I don't know. Because every time we've tried to do something as a company, interesting. Every time we tried, not a company, as a country, like once again, expanded Medicare that was under Obamacare. It has been almost 20 year since that happened. We're approaching 20 years, and there's states who still refuse to accept the expanded Medicare because the Republicans don't want their people getting health care, because that means the Democrats won something. They don't want their students getting their people of their state getting student loan debt forgiveness, because that would give Democrats a win. I wish I was joking. That's literally what they're doing. This isn't about what's best for America. This isn't what's best for the people anymore. This is what's best for party. Literally party over country at this point. I've been looking forward to doing one of these. And that pisses me off. Like, if you haven't figured it out yet, this pisses me off that this is where we're at. And it comes down, like, the older generations aren't going to do anything about it. They're not going to fix it. So us as a younger generation needs to be the ones who step up and fucking do something I really love that this one doesn't have reloads. Like, I still have to fight the impulse to reload all the time. I don't know why my mouse just reappeared. Alright, I just went on a very angry rant, so I'm going to give some good news. So, I just went on a very angry rant, so let's give some positive news. So I got actually a new gym membership recently, and I'm actually really happy about that. I was gonna go today, but like I literally could not stay awake. Like my body was just so fucked up. I woke up and pounded my water jug twice, so apparently I was just really dehydrated. Anyway, that's not the important part. That looks fun. I think that's a work hazard. Anyway, this gym is very interesting. Ooh, I got a rocket launcher now. This gym is very interesting. They actually have like one of those scales that put an electrical current through you to test like your body fat percentage. And I was a little dehydrated, so my results weren't 100% accurate, but it was accurate enough. And I said all that part to get to this part. The results were that I was that I was 35% body fat. Oh, he doesn't explode anymore? Guess that's a thing in the new one only. Oh shit. I forgot that was the button I set for grenades. Now I know what button I use for grenades. Oh, that arcs. Did not know that arc. Hey, armor. Yeah, because I like that. Does, like, no, mind you, that's not healthy. That's not what I want it to be. But the reason why that went right between his legs, and I actually find that really funny. Annoying, but funny. I know that, yes, I do know that's not where I want to be. That's not healthy. Yada yada yada. I'm happy because it's infinitely better than what I thought I was. Because I thought I was like 45% body fat. Like, seriously. I'm 10% less than that. Now, I probably would have been 45% if I was still back when I was at 290. Before I started lifting weights and watching my food. You dick. This is Fox. Oh, just a bunch of ammo. Alright. Oh, look, a Hellgate! I'm gonna save that for right now. I'm just gonna stick with the shotgun for a minute. Now, I really, and I've also gotten back into jogging. That's another thing I'm actually really proud of myself over. Like, some of you may be like, oh, that's not a big deal. Like, no. Like, for somebody who's been only able to speed walk for a long time because of, like, not trusting my knees, the fact that I'm able to start jogging again, even if it's, like, once a week, is, like, a big deal to me. I eventually want to get to the point where I can do a 5K. There's supposed to be one in, like, May, as part of the Starlight Parade. Which, if I remember correctly, is, I want to say that's a gay pride balloon? I can't remember. I'm an ally. That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted, but I'll use it. Not what I wanted, but I'll use this instead. There we go. Oh, that was cool. That's another death I've never seen before. I guess I don't remember. Cool. Got one of the gourd nests down. I don't know if I needed to. I'm assuming I did. So yeah, I'm getting back into being able to jog. It's like it's a slow jog. Like I actually speed walk faster than I jog in those cases.
We're only temporarily disabling the
I
tower.
love this.
You need to remove each lens individually. Carefully release the hinges.
Warning. Energy contamination detected.
Destroying the production of Argent energy isn't necessary.
I love that. And, like, this gets better as it goes on, but it's just so much Doom Guy moment. I'm like, no, I'm not going to take the time to take it apart. Smash. Sorry. I love that more than I should. Alright, where did the weapon upgrade go? Because I saw it float. I didn't see to where. Can I break that? Nope. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna look out here for a minute and see if we can find that upgrade that floated away. And then with my weightlifting stuff, my right arm is getting better, which that's gonna sound weird, but my arm. Exactly. Well, arguably, Samuel Hayden is not quote unquote here for evil. This is just me having backtracked. Samuel Hayden is not evil per se. I can't explain more than that because it'll ruin spoilers for Eternal. He just like what he thinks needs to be done to save humanity is not a good answer. Oh, cool. Yeah. Now, arguably, yeah, Doom Guy could have easily taken the time to dismantle it so that he didn't have to like reduce the repair time later. But to Doom Guy, there is no repairing this. There is no we're going to use this again. To him, that's just not a thing. Oh, actually, the story on Vega is really cool. God damn it. Oh well. The story on Vega is pretty cool too. I've read that one previously. Oh, go ahead and do that. Yay, back to full health. Anyway, where was I going with all that statement? Oh, yeah, my right arm is doing better. In the like, it's never been like to the point where I can't work it out. It's just it's always like it like tinges and it really hurts when I try to push it too far. And it's usually my forearm and occasionally my bicep. Nothing serious. I don't think it's actually anything damaged. And I'd like to say it's because I lifted too hard one day and just hurt myself. That would be a lie. And the true story is actually I was playing a VR game and overextended my arm way too much and repeatedly. So that's what fucked up my arm. Like, I would love to say it was like a weightlifting or something incident. No, I was playing VR. This is my own damn fault. Ooh. More ammo! I should probably also do health at some point, or armor. But, ammo! I don't want the booms to stop. Don't stop me now! I'm having such a good time. Good time. That's where I came from? Yes. Okay, up there's where I need to go. Can I climb on that? I can climb on that. Can I climb on this? I can climb on this. It's conveniently green to let me know I can go this way. Alright, just another shotgun. Like, I don't know why it's having, like, spare weapons. Okay, we're not going there just yet. There's another door. Oh-ho!
You must stop. The hell energy is unusable without the filters.
Warning.
What
Energy
you are
contamination
destroying
detected.
is more valuable than you can possibly imagine, it is a perfect and unlimited energy resource.
Uh-huh. Can I open this door? Oh, I can. Cool. Hopefully this leads me to, like, that fucking upgrade I saw fly away. No? No? Okay. I'm disappointed. And I don't need that. That's just a shit ton of ammo. Oh, there's a challenge up there. Let's see if I can get to it. See if it'll let me just climb up there. Oh, cool, it did. What's the challenge? Alright, let's do it. I gotta blow up barrels with a pistol. Not difficult. Zane's asleep on his stool that's underneath my desk, and it's so fucking adorable. I love it. Alright. Armed with the pistol, destroy 30 barrels before time expires. This really doesn't seem challenging. Oh, I do remember this. Actually, this can be very challenging. Because if you don't follow the right route, you'll find yourself having to cross-map it for the last couple. Woo! I don't know why it's been doing that. Like, every time it goes out of one of the ruins ones, it, like, the game temporarily, like, kicks me out of it for a second. And there's also my lifting in general. Like, I'm adding more and more exercises to what I'm capable of doing. So, like, when I first stopped, I'd be doing, like, I would do, like, isolated curls, and I'd be done after that. Like, I could not do anything else that involved the bicep. At least it's one of the main limbs. But then, now I'm able to do, like, several other exercises on top of it, so... So yeah, I am making progress towards my goals. Trying to pick up that armor, and it's not letting me. I'm not liking that. There we go. Armor's mine. There's the other big one. Ha! I shoot you with a pistol. Run away with a pistol. And he's dead. He exploded. Alright. Weapon upgrade point. I feel like I've been here before. Have I been here before? Yeah, it's just the other way around. Where the fuck did that drone run off to? I'm actually really bothered that that drone left me like that. Like, hey, dude, you're supposed to give me an upgrade. Alright, I got a question for everybody. What game or DLC that hasn't been announced, maybe not even rumored yet, that you want? Like, it could be like, I mentioned before, like the Legacy of Kain, a new Legacy of Kain game. You can say Half-Life 3, for instance, because everybody's waiting for that son of a bitch. Even people who don't play Half-Life, like, just get it out already! Jack and Dexter 4 by Naughty Dog. That would be a good one. I'm also slightly curious, what would they name it? Because they have a history of like naming it, giving their names like a very risque sounding name, similar to like South Park Fractured Butthole. Which, no matter how mature you think you are, that's still funny. Looks like I got the ammo. Probably didn't need it, but at least got me a lot of the vacuum thing. GTA 5 DLC. You might as well be asking for Red Dead Redemption DLC at this point. Like, it ain't happening. I'm sorry to tell you this. Oh yeah, you're right. I was thinking Ratchet and Clank. You're right.
Demonic breach detected.
Hiss, hiss, hiss. I got your heart. Oh, hey, so I just run faster. Okay, I was wondering what it was. I didn't know what upgrade it was. Or power up, I should say. This is gonna hurt. Oh, okay. You know, I would really appreciate you guys not attacking me like that. Not the weapon I wanted to use, but it worked a hell of a lot better than I expected. Who would have thought a rocket launcher to the face does rocket launcher to the face stuff? Who hit me? Oh. He is very dead. Another installment of True Crime. Well, one game I was really surprised that we actually ended up getting was another Borderlands Telltale games. Like, I haven't seen anybody play it, so I don't know what's going on with it. But apparently it got another one. Like, I barely paid attention to the first one, but it still caught me off guard that it got another one. I need to remember I have grenades. I don't know why, but these glowing lights made me think something was here, but there's not. No, don't go into the light! Woo! Armor upgrade, which I'm probably not going to use anytime soon, because I keep forgetting I have these. Victoria 3. I actually don't even know what Victoria 1 is. I was surprised that Bayonetta 3 ever finally got made, which I guess I should probably go play the Bayonetta series at some point. I don't know why I did any of the things I just did. Like, it didn't seem to help me in any way. No? Okay. I did it again. Let's try this. Hang on. I doubt this is going to work the way I want it to, and I don't even know if I want to be there, but I'm going to try. Nope, 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 nope. I need to fall on that side. I can't even walk over the barrier as long as it's up. That is fucking bullshit. That is double bullshit. Like, not just one tier of bullshit, it is double bullshit. Like, I hate fucking invisible walls. Oh, okay. No, I haven't played it. strategy game wise, I stick to like I've done StarCraft, Age of Empire, Total War, Warcraft. Why did that pop back into chat? Like, did I disconnect briefly or something? Unless I just stopped somebody from saying something offensive. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm going the very wrong way. Let's... You know what? I have this thing called a map. Ooh, below me is something I want to do. What is it? Oh, I've already done it. It's a rune trial. Okay. I'll go ahead and hit this up. Use the ammo. Well, you can kind of do shit like that with Civilizations, which is another one I do play. I have all the Civilizations, all of them, at all times. Now, I got like the complete collection of 6, and I haven't really touched 6. Like, I picked it up because I saw it was on massive sale, and I know how expensive that game gets, so I just bought all of it. Like the collector, the gold edition, whatever the fuck it's called. But I played the Beyond Earth one. I'm going in a loop, and I'm well aware of this. By the way, did y'all know the Mahatma Gandhi nuking everybody bug is actually not real? Like the story of it originally being a bug is not real. Like, the developers at some point came out and said, yeah, that actually was never a thing, but because the rumor mill talked about it so much, we decided to make it a thing. But like because the original story for it, which is not true, is that everybody has an aggressive setting, and his was set to like 1 or 0 or something like that, and then there's something that can be done to make it go negative by 1, and it flipped him from minimum aggression to max aggression instantly. That's the legend of that glitch, but it's not real. Oh, here you are, asshole. This is where you ran off to. Yeah. Yeah. What do I want? Let's do heat blast. You don't need to punch the... Well, that one deserves it because it flew away. Not what I meant to push. I'm a big fan of like there are times that I really love the Total War games. It's not consistent, but there are times I just absolutely love doing the Total War games where it's like you're down in the minutia. I already went that way. You're down in the minutia of, oh, yeah, I should probably check that one. You're down in the minutia of like I've said that sentence 3 times now. Of like the type of troop, not only just the type of troops you have, but you have to deal with like the taxes, you have to deal with like morale during the fight, all this other stuff. Like, there are times I absolutely positively love games like that, and it just fills a part of my soul. Then every now and then you want to play what is it, Hail Satan, something like that, I don't know. That's gonna get flipped. Not what I wanted. Go away, you. Alright, where am I going? Like, I've been running in circles here. I don't know where I'm actually going. Alright, let's pull up the map, see where I haven't been. I'm guessing there's something that way. So let's try to explore that way. We'll find out what's that way. No, but I have 1 and 2. I think I have 1 and 2. I know I at least have 2. And mind you, I picked them up before I know anything about the Age of Sigmar side of Warhammer. so I didn't get much out of it. Like, I was playing it, I'm like, okay, I don't know any of these factions. What's down this way? Did I go this way? I don't think I went this way. Nope, I 100% went this way several times. Yep. Ooh, I missed something. I want to get the... I care, but I don't care. But yeah, no, like, I would love it if they did a 40k version. There's actually, there's a really good Warhammer 40k strategy game called Warhammer 40k Gladius. And it's basically a Civilization meets Warhammer 40k. And it's really good. Like, it's legitimately good. You can play as almost any faction and get away with it. Was the last one in here and I like... Okay, here's something I haven't opened, so I may have found where I'm supposed to go. Nope, just a secret area. You know what I want? I want my super shotgun. Give me my damn super shotgun. Yeah. Didn't they kind of reboot it? Like, they had the original universe get destroyed and now they rebooted it. Alright, now I have the whole fucking map, now that I think of it. Oh, my cat woke up. Okay, so that's probably where I need to go over there. Or over there. Alright, let's figure it, see if I can figure out how to get there. Yeah, Age of Sigmar got done dirty, and if I remember correctly, they actually rebooted that universe to some degree. Like, it's still, because actually there's a VR Age of Sigmar game, and it's not bad. Like, I don't want to talk bad about it. They don't lack different factions. The fuck you talking about? Oh, you're talking about for trading and stuff like that. Okay. Now that I think about it, you'd be right on that. You'd be right on. Because, like... I was dumb. Okay, so I can't go that way yet. Okay. Yeah, because there's, like, no trade within 40k. You're right. Either you're for the glory of the Emperor or you're not. Yeah. Oh, because if you're talking about just fighting each other, orcs versus Tyranids versus Necrons versus Chaos versus Chaos versus Chaos, because they all fight each other anyway. Warhammer 30k. Warhammer 30k. Total War. That's my answer to what you just said. That could work. Because you just said the revolt thing. I'm just running in circles and I really wish I wasn't. Anyway. Once again. You gotta check that room at least 5 more times before I'm sure that's not the right way. Okay. And I can't open that door for some reason, so... Why won't you open? But yeah, during that time, because, like, there's just so much chaos about what's going on, about the revolt and everything, you could very easily center the fight between... not just the Loyalist factions versus the non... Oh, here's another one. Loyalist faction versus the non-Loyalist factions. Yeah, exactly. You could definitely do a Total War Warhammer 30k. Definitely. Like, that would be a thing. That would be a thing that can be done. Whether or not it should be done, you know, we can debate that one if you want. I think it should. I think that would be a good... I'd probably enjoy that. Alright. Okay, there's a room in the back of this. If I hadn't found this map, it would have been so... Apparently there's something I can do over here. I can jump over there. I can also jump down. Which way have I done? There's more to do over here. Okay, so we're going to jump over here and then fall. That was part of the plan. That was part of the secret plan that we all know. We had to jump and fall. So I have to do that run all over again. Now we got that secret out of the way. And hell, because of the fog of war of the whole situation, you can play a... what's up here? I don't think I've gone up here. You could very well play a... Oh, I did. Okay. I didn't jump over here. Right. You could very... Oh, shit. Okay. Treason allows no freedom. You could 100% play one of the traitor legions and get away with it. Oh, Zeech. Zeech allows no freedom. And I said his name wrong, and it just dawned on me that how bad I said it. Glad this gaming doesn't give you like a time limit for this shit. Now here's where I didn't go before. And I did all that just for a secret. But, like, no, like, the whole concept that we're spitballing right now, it sounds like it would be a legitimate game. Like, I can't imagine a lot of Warhammer fans being upset by it. Even if, like, you're, like, breaking, like, a shit ton of lore to get away with it. So this is the one I missed? The one that's in here? Yeah.
Warning. Energy contamination at critical levels.
Ah, you're new.
Demonic breach detected.
There, she's dead. Anybody else? Hell, if you wanted to spin a story about it.
Perfecting the science, selling it to humanity.
Well, if I remember, Zeech, although wasn't
with our science, making it usable and safe, we solved an energy crisis the world had no answer for.
Cool story.
It works. You cannot do this.
Hayden, I'm trying to talk. You gonna talk over me again? Alright then. Because if I remember correctly, Zeech was there involved. Like, he wasn't directly involved, but Zeech was at the during the rebellion. He was kind of there collecting things because that's what he does. and starts the battle. So you can, in theory, have him as, like, although it would break canon a lot, you can arguably have Zeke show up. Like, yeah, there will be some people who bitch and moan about it. They can go to hell, no one cares.
Well, actually, you see, there was no Necrons during the time of the fight.
No one cares. It's just an excuse to have Necrons. What's that floating? Oh, is that a power-up I didn't pick up? Well, let's pick it up. Oh, it was the punching one! I missed my chance at just punching things to death. No! You cruel bitch! Oh, I'm just gonna punch the air then. Jab, 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 punch, jab, punch. We're gonna do this. Fair. But there are plenty of among orcs, you can have multiple orcs faction easily. You can have multiple orcs faction easily just by writing it off as multiple chieftains trying to start a war. Oh, here's my favorite one, he says.
If stopping our energy production is what you want, then you need only to destroy this last filter, and Argent energy will no longer exist in this solar system. We will be back at square one.
Did you think that was going to stop him? Have you not realized he's not something you can rationalize and discuss with?
You have no idea.
It'd be a little bit more difficult to have like different factions among, I think, like the Necrons, but I could just be wrong with that.
Is still alive. I've detected her life signature at the Argent Tower. She has removed one of the accumulators from the tower base. It has a unique.
Now I know what you're going with. Now, yeah, I see. Like, the way I can see that working is among the Earth factions. Let me explain that one in a second. Because Gladius did that. You could get away with that with the Earth factions. Like, you initially have, we'll say, the game launches and you can choose between, Space Marines and the Astra Militarum. Okay, those are your two choices. And then as the game goes on, you release DLC content for, and I don't know why I'm advocating for DLC content, but you release Adeptus Mechanicus, you can release Squats, you can release Battle Sisters, Inquisitors. You can release all these other factions that way. And that's not even you talking about like what you could probably get away with the Chaos Legions. You can do the Chaos Legions for each individual Chaos God if you really felt like it. Or at least two of them. You can go, hey, this one's Khorne and this one is Nurgle. Because I doubt you'd be able to make a reasonable faction out of the other three. 3, 4? I don't know, remember right now. But you can also definitely do like Eldar and Dark Eldar. You can definitely do. No, I agree with that. Like one game that I'm disappointed in that's going to have a DLC, talking about DLCs and stuff. Well, it's actually a season pass, so it's not even a real DLC, but it's still worth mentioning. It's a game I'm going to be getting in a couple days. Like when I get paid, I'll probably pick it up as a pre-order. Oh, real fast. Has anybody got an opinion about this game? It's got good reviews and stuff, and it's a crafting open world survival. And I'm kind of interested. If y'all have an opinion about Scum, let me know. I kind of want to know. Especially if anybody else is already playing it, because it's multiplayer. Anyway, where's the game? I rolled right past it earlier. Here it is. Callisto Protocol. The Callisto Protocol's got a season pass. And like, I don't feel this is a kind of game that needs a season pass. Is there a multiplayer side where you're going to want? Like, I don't feel like there's a reason for a season pass with this game. Like, that actually bothers me. Granted, I'll probably get it because of who I am. Collection of skin, Contagion bundle, and the Riot bundle story DLC. That's fine. But then there's like words about there being a season pass that the only thing we know you get is like some alternate death like alternate death scenes, which okay. Mind you, this game has apparently like a shit ton of ways to die. That I could see. Like Borderlands wasn't too bad. But this doesn't have like, this is a survival horror, not a looter shooter. So like I don't think it works as well. And plus skins, you're like, okay, who am I showing off to? Like myself? Like that's why like when I'm playing like Dead Space, unless these skins have an effect like, oh, you can carry more ammo or whatever, it just never felt like it had a reason for me. Like some of the early Dead Space games had it, and of course we got to talk about like the best Dead Space weapons ever is like the foam fingers are always funny, but that's a whole nother rant. But yeah, I will definitely be picking this up. It's just I'm sitting here just looking at like the DRM stuff. Like I get it, just okay. That I can deal with. Like that's also something with DLCs like that I can deal with, but it was with the season pass that I'm just like, okay. Now some games can't get away with it. Like so Dead Space 3, I didn't hate it, but that's probably because I was playing it with Mad Techie. And I always have fun when I'm playing games with Mad Techie. Like even the shittiest games are a lot of fun. Just because like me and him just do dumb shit together. Dead Space 2? Or I'm assuming you're saying Dead Space 2. But with Dead Space 3, you had the co-op missions that can only be done by co-op. And if they had made that a DLC, the game would have been completely unplayable to me. Like, yeah, it sounds weird saying the co-op side of Dead Space would have made the game unplayable. No, it's specifically, like, I'm saying you still had the co-op, but you didn't have the co-op sections. Oh, Dark Souls 2? Yeah, no, literally the DLC for Dark Souls 2 is what saved it. You are right. They literally did the DLC implementation to fix Dark Souls 2. Because you can play Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 without doing the DLC / expansions and not care. It's still good. They're still good on their own. The DLCs and expansions just make it better. I'm really looking forward to what Elden Ring's gonna do. I really am. Did my finger disappear? Like, why does it disappear right there? It's not because I'm out of frame. It's because my frame's all the way over there. The fuck? You are so fucking stupid, program. It's a program that cuts me out of things. Like it's a highly advanced program that we're able to do this, but and so I'm first world problems here. I forget how dark it gets. So what time is it? 5:05. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed about that, and I'm okay with DLCs. Oh yeah, I was talking about Warhammer 40k Gladius. The whole concept is Gladius is this planet that for some reason everybody's invading. No one even knows why. Like the Imperium's there because everybody else is. And they have a lot of DLCs. Like the Adeptus Mechanicus were added, Craft World Aldari, and there's like a handful of others. And then some packs that just add new units, Lord of Skulls. Oh yeah, that's the thing. You can fight add Tyranids, Chaos Space Marines as DLC. Like, there's a lot of options in there that they could probably emulate for a Warhammer 40k Total War. Here it is. Yeah, I have Total War 2 right here. I also have 3 Kingdoms, Shogun 2, and Rome 2. Yay. Don't remember how I got 3 Kingdoms. Actually, I think I have it on 2 different systems. Hang on, let me check. Because I know my Epic Games has one that I got for free for some fucking reason. Like, as soon as it launched, it was just free to me. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to argue. Okay, it's just that. Something that baffled me. So, like, this one female streamer I follow, she was talking about some guy getting married, and him getting married in his dress blues, or his military uniform, and she was wondering, like, why is that a thing? Why does everybody want to get married in their military uniform? And I'm like, I can understand some people who are like really, really, really into their time in service and all that stuff, or still in. Me, you like could not pay me to wear my uniform for, like, I'd have to get a new one or get a new one made. But you cannot convince me to do it. And it's not because I'm like ashamed of my military service. I'm really not. Um, it's just I don't know. Like it just brings back bad memories. Let's say. Yeah, here are the two that I got randomly. I randomly got Warhammer 1 and a Total War Saga Troy. And I got both of those for free because I don't buy a lot of games actually on Epic. Like there's the occasional one I pick up that's only on Epic, but most of the time I'm like picking up the free games. Even though I have no intention of playing, I'll pick them up anyway, just in case I change my mind. Like Enter the Gungeon, I had no interest in playing, but then I decided to try it one day, and it's actually a lot of fun. Like stupidly. I really need to play Dark Souls 2 though. Gothic's been like killing it. Like she's been playing a lot. Like 37.3 hours Gothic's been playing. Like she's burning her way through it. And I really like I'm glad she's having a lot of fun. All right. Let's cover one of the other stories. The last two stories I really had set aside, and then we'll see how I feel about continuing. This one's just an article, so no video. All right. Herschel Walker has a controversial message for young people. Okay, hang on. You have to like string his words together because they make no sense. Like he did a speech not too long ago that was him talking about. He starts with vampires are cool. I wanted to be a vampire, but then I found out werewolves can kill vampires, so I didn't want to be it. Anyway, I'm watching this movie. What? I thought following Trump's train of logic was broken. This guy's taking way too much brain damage. Anyway. How do you feel about people that want to change America from when you and I were kids? Dolan asked Walker. I guess it's 70 to 80 million people in America who were born after 1990. So these are kids who grew up with the real beginning of computers and the internet at home. So they don't know the world that we know pre-internet. I feel that is a benefit. What do you say to these kids and these young people that are voting? Walker invited young people who don't like USA to leave. So if you don't like America, leave. That's fuck you on that alone. As a veteran, fuck you and go fuck yourself. Well, first of all, they don't know that the grass is not greener on the other side. I can show you stats and statistics that prove you wrong, but you wouldn't understand it. They think there is a somewhere better. If they know another place that is better than the United States of America, my thing is, why don't you go there or tell me? Because I can tell them right now there is not. He's fucking lying. Hang on, it gets worse. Walker continued by saying people need to earn the right to change America. I think our biggest problem we have not shown our kids that most people today haven't earned the right to change America. There are people that have died, given their life up. There are people that have given their life up for this flag, given their life up for the national anthem. They've given their life up for our freedom and the liberties we have in this country we cannot take for granted. I am concerned. What did you send me? Oh, you're saying I'm going to get hit by getting in trouble for that one? I don't care. I'm not being tough. But if they're a place to go, you're such a recipient. So he's saying that you have to have let's say, a term of service to have the right to vote. What the fuck have you done? You played football. I might actually play this one. Hang on. Herschel says voters born after haven't earned the right to change the country, invited them to leave, and wanted them to strip them of their citizenship. So if you're born after 1990, you are, in his head, you should not be allowed to vote. How long is this video? Let's see.
Herschel, how do you feel about people that want to change America from when you and I were kids? I mean, there's, I guess it's 80 to 90 or 70 to 80 million people in America that were born after 1990. So these are kids who grew up, when they were 10 years of age with the real beginning of the computers and the internet at home. So they don't know the world that we know pre-internet. They don't know that the bullying was not really, we made it.
All right, I'm going to let her finish. I'm going to say this part first. You act like the internet not existing is a strength. I call it a weakness. Why? because I knew more what's going on in the world than what's in bumfuck Egypt around me. I grew up in the middle of fucking nowhere. If I didn't have the internet, I wouldn't know there was a rest of the country to exist. I'm able to find out what's going on with my friends in Chicago because I have the fucking internet instead of having to call them up. It's like saying, oh, the phones were invented. Well, you shouldn't be allowed to vote because you were born after the phones were invented. Oh, you shouldn't be allowed to vote after the cars were invented that basically shrunk the country. Go fuck yourself on that. That's to make that an argument on saying why somebody shouldn't be allowed to vote. Go to hell.
Been bullied when we were kids, you know, in a class or teased and things like that, but not the type of culture that these kids have with the internet today. What do you say to those kids and those young people that are voting?
Well, first of all, they don't know that the grass is not green on the other side. That they think they're somewhere better, and if they know another place is better than the United States of America, my thing is, why don't you go there or tell me, let me know who that is, because I can tell them right now there's not. I think
I'm not going to go through all the statistics, but if anyone wants to challenge me on them, I'll pull them up. So let me explain. Explain why, like, for instance, I don't move to Japan. Can't fucking afford it. Exactly. I have family that I have barely seen in person, been able to see in person because of just distance. Like, your family to me, Cool Walker. I can't see you as often, but because you're on the other side of the country, but you're still family to me. That doesn't change a damn thing. I have family all over this country, all over this world even. I have some friends that some family that are over in Europe. I have some that are in Japan. Still family to me. What was I about to yell about that? Hang on. Yeah, screw it. I can't remember. After 1990.
our biggest problem is we've not shown our kids that most of the people today hadn't earned the right to change America. And what I mean by that, there's people that have died or not given their life up. There are people that have given their life up to this flag. They've given this life up for this national anthem. They've given their life up for our freedom and these liberties that we have in this country today, and we're taking it for granted. Well, I don't want that to happen. And I'm saying, and I'm not being tough, I'm saying if you know a place better, you go there, but you lose your citizenship here in the United States of America. And then when
you know why that wouldn't work? The idea of like if you move to another country because you're like, oh, it's better there or whatever, you lose your citizenship here. Because that means you stop paying taxes to America. By the way, did you know that America is one of the few countries that even if you live in another country, you still are forced to pay taxes to the United States to maintain your citizenship. And because actually having a citizenship with the United States on your visa actually helps a lot with immigration stuff. I'm barely at the cutoff for what he's talking about with people born after 1990 to be, because I'm born 1988. And yeah, that's what pisses me off. They're acting like access to more knowledge makes you a worse voter. No, that means we were beyond the propaganda that you were fed every day for the rest of your life and your fucking brain damage. So that guy pisses me off. And like, thankfully, I don't think he's going to win the runoff election. I don't think he's going to win it. Knock on wood. Go vote for him if you live in Georgia. If you know people who live in Georgia, go vote against him. Go vote for whoever the other guy is. I would rather literally you vote for a potato running for office than that guy. A non-sentient potato over that guy. You can't do that in a runoff election. Exactly. You wouldn't know who died. Yeah, like
Herschel Walker is.
So don't forget, like, yeah, this one's gonna be a big one. So don't forget, like your citizenship, if you are Jewish, you are automatically considered a citizen of Israel no matter what. And the idea of stripping someone of their citizenship just because they're 30 or younger, but you could also serve in the military to get it back. That sounds like Starship Troopers, which was a very fascist book. Go fuck yourself. Like, I'm going to keep saying that one. Like, if that's how you feel, like, what the hell is wrong with you? How many people can't serve and earn that? Who can't be a cop, which I don't think, that's another conversation, to get their citizenship? How many people just can't do it? Like, if I tried to join now, physically I couldn't do it because I'm, like, really out of shape. But two, my brain is so broken I can't serve. And that's probably a ticking time bomb anyway. when it came to having the mental breakdown, not anything dangerous. Let's talk about this story. I'm going to be really quick about it because this kind of that kind of stupidity is breeding this stuff, and it's pissing me off. I'm not going to play the whole one. Oh, I'm stealing the clip from the Damage Report. John had a role on the TYT. He's actually a really good guy. He has a lot of really geek stuff. Yep, that's all I'm playing. I already hate the shit. Like, that's as much as I can stand of it. Some guy loses his shit and just starts screaming pretty much everything Nazi he can. And it's not because he was just like doing performance art or just being stupid. No, apparently this guy is I'm going to call him an influencer. He's got a bit of a following. And shut up, smart stuff. I didn't even say the trigger word. What the hell? Anyway, he has a bit of a following. And he believes that America needs to become a Christian nationalist country. What part of that makes sense? Like, what part of that makes sense? Like, what part of our Constitution made you think that's what America was meant to be? Because you'll have people saying that all the damn time. Oh, the founders wanted us to be a religious nation. No, they didn't. And I don't know why I went to my Mickey Mouse voice for it. DMCA, just because I used my Mickey Mouse voice. Like, no. Like, literally, the First Amendment, separation of church and state comes from that. It's specific when freedom of religion. It has been defined as separation of church and state. That's a good point. Oh my God, Pepe, that is the best point about that. Before 1990, during a pandemic, you'd have to wear a mask. We should do that again. That was a very damn good point. Pepe, you get 5 attaboy points in a system I'm not keeping score for. Yeah, I do that Mickey Mouse voice randomly. I don't even know why I do it. So, I don't know how warm the coffee is. I made it about 3 p.m. In case y'all wondering, my roommate came in. But so on one side, you have these assholes who are saying that anyone born with internet in their life should not be allowed to vote, or should not have citizenship, and by definition cannot vote or run for office. Okay, that's fucking stupid. We were talking about how liberals are like, hey, we need to fix America, do this, that, and the other. And they're like, oh, if you don't like America, leave. And because you had the internet, you don't get citizenship. Oh, and kids are peeing in litter boxes. I got to bring that one up every 5 minutes. Oh, I got a video I got to play now. Just to show you the insanity that we fucking have. And this guy has major influence on the conservative side. He's lost a bit of it, but he still has like a major amount of it. I'm gonna do it's a remix of it because it's much more entertaining. Here it is. I don't like. Y'all gotta see this. Y'all gotta actually physically see this. Like, your life will be more complete hearing this remix.
I'm putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life?
I'm gonna drop this in chat so y'all can listen to the whole thing. I'm probably already gonna get a DMCA just from like sharing that guy's shit. Whoever made it, Place Boing or whatever. It's fucking hilarious and I love it. I'm glad you made that. Dropping in chat, anybody wants it. I'm pretty sure like half of you already had it anyway. The software boom is where most of our money was made. We should not follow the money now. The money, you're right. About the only thing we make in this country anymore seems to be technology to some degree. And even we're not even that good at it. So I'm going to give a specific example. In 2000, George Bush is president. George W. Bush, George Bush II. The guy who's we thought was going to be the dumbest president ever, then Trump became president. He's a religious nut job, or at least really good at pretending it, and banned the study of stem cells. And one of the biggest ways stem cells is harvested is from aborted fetuses. So because it's tied to aborted fetuses, it was banned. The research on it was banned. We were leading the charge on that, and then we banned it. So we had the chance of innovating the best technology during that time that would have saved lives. Oh, we can't be doing that. It's America. We're not allowed to save lives. We can take them. Can't save them. Shut up, Echo. I didn't even freaking say your trigger word. Why do you keep doing that? Anyway, South Korea instead became the leading charge on... I'm going to start unplugging that when I'm streaming, because they keep doing that. Fucking listening to all my shit. Being spied on as I live stream to people. It looks really weird, like, because my elbow's sitting on my desk and the desk is edited out, but you can see the armrest there. Anyway, I got distracted. So South Korea became the leading people of stem cells. And we've done that so many times. Like, it's not the first time we've done it where we're like, oh, our religious thing prevents us from doing this. Okay. Or we'll do our libertarian beliefs prevent us from doing that. I want to remind people. There are people who believe that car companies should not be forced to install seatbelts. There were people when seatbelts were introduced who said the government did not have the right to mandate me wear a seatbelt. And these are the same dumbasses who are screaming, oh, you can't force me to wear a mask? Wait, why did little Timmy die? Every time I mock, like, dumbass libertarians or whatever, I should flip over to my Mickey Mouse voice. I can't do a Goofy anymore, like I used to be able to. I would do a Donald Duck, but it fucking hurts, and it's really hard to understand. Anyway, that's enough of a political rant. Is there any gaming stuff we can talk about? I've ranted enough about politics. Unless someone's got a topic involving politics they want me to rant about some more, or a thought, we need to find something gaming related for me to talk about. Probably something positive. Preferably something positive. Actually, I do have something I'm going to... It's not positive, it's funny. Oh, I'm being yelled at. Oh, Cool Walker was nice enough to share me something I needed to share with everybody. Okay, I guess it has audio, because I keep Twitter muted, because I don't trust people's tweets.
Throwing grenade!
God damn it!
And then we got a meme. Cool Walker always supporting me. Exclusive AAA games! Console players to PC. Important games. Yeah, that is definitely the advantage of PC players. 1,000,000% the advantage. Now, I shared this with Gothic, which is why I'm able to get to it so fast. So here's the new tank that's showing up in Overwatch. It is the leader of Null Sector, which is the terrorist organization behind the Omniacs. And it's a really good tank. Like, it's designed to be a counter to air units, which is so good because the air units are so fucking broken right now. And just, like, steals powers from, like, every other tank. Like, you can throw up a barrier. You can punch really hard. It, like, does everything. So, like, it's going to be the most broken tank ever. And I'll probably play this if I get to play tank. And now here's what Cassidy does, a.k.a. McCree. Gun shoot. Pew, 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 pew. Year to date, EA has lost $6. I'm gonna need an explanation for that one. But no, I just love it. Like, I'm gonna still call him the gunslinger formerly known as McCree. His specialty is I shoot gun. Second ability, Owen Stockworth. Oh, that's interesting. Actually, that's actually really interesting. First ability, shoot gun once. Second ability, shoot all bullets. Third ability, throw a flashbang. Fourth ability, roll. I almost kind of want to leave it like this, but like y'all see how dirty my desk is, and I'm really self-conscious about that. Just because like how it's tweaking out. I need to test out the green screen again, because maybe with the way I've rearranged my lighting, it might work better. Let's actually look at that. Hang on, you mentioned the stock prices. Let's look at the stock prices. All right, just today alone, they've lost $1, like $1.15, which is, but they're still like $128. EA. Year to date, this is saying they're up $2.78. Up to 2.78%. Let's look at their 5-year. Yeah, they're actually still doing pretty decent. What did they do to make? What kind of news did they announce that's helping them? Oh, probably EA Mobile right there, like they're saying. Not stock advice. I don't know this shit. Don't talk to me about stocks. Like, don't ask me for investment suggestions. I don't know this stuff well enough. I just use it to make fun of companies. Oh, here's a good one, because I already like making fun of this guy. Tesla. Oh, it's doing pretty good today. It's up like less than 1%. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for today. Let's look at the 5-day. Oh, it's actually up pretty good for the 5-day. Oh. I don't know shit about stonks. And now for the last one, I kind of want to hit up. Oh, wait, yeah, that's not gonna have. Yeah, like that's not gonna have anything. Its stocks aren't gonna change because he bought all the stocks, and he took it private. Yeah, it's been delisted, so never mind. Damn it! It means I can't make fun of that one. I wanted to make fun of that. Yeah, EA is evil. Like they've killed way too many studios. Now, are they doing better now? I will give them credit. EA is doing much better as a company. Meta is dying. Oh, the fuck yeah. We got to talk about that one too. Oh, God. Just down today, it's down by 2%, which is a big drop by stock metrics. Just today, it's down 2%. So let's see, it's 5-day. Down still 2%, 1 month. Apparently, after a month, it's up, so that's awkward. Oh, if you go to the 6 month, it's down 40%. Year to date, 67%. I love it. The 1 year, the 5-year, 66 max. Because you're starting from when it started. The only one that shows it doing good is the 1 month and the max, because it goes from when it started. Everything else is like north of like 10%. Oh, except for the like. Okay, hang on. Yeah, the 1 month and then the 6 month. Yeah, after the 6 month, everything's almost like 50%. Yeah, it's dying. It's fucking dying. And that's actually a good conversation to have right there, because I love talking about VR stuff. So I'm hoping I didn't show anything awkward in my searches. Where is it? Oh, sorry. It's not Oculus. Here it is. Yeah. Because it was so... Oh, okay. I got to turn off my... No, we'll pause it. Fine, I'll be nice. It's paused. There we go. All right. So let's start with the obvious. The price is $1,500. Okay. Let's look at the tech specs. Cat, I will pet you. Put his claws in me there for a second, so he made me mad. But I wouldn't actually hurt my cat. I can't do that. Stop it. Stop putting your claws in me. It hurts. It's comfortable. Okay, I guess that's worth $1,500. Transformative mixed reality. What does that even mean? It's 4 times higher compared to the Quest 2. Okay, let me explain that's a problem in a minute. Natural expression. It mimics my face. So you're scanning my face. Oh, I love that already. It includes 3 cameras and a Snapdragon 662 mobile processor per controller. So the controllers are smarter. Okay. I'm going to tell you the problem in all this here in a second. Next generation optic. Okay, the higher performance. Okay. None of this is worth $1,500. Not even close. The Vive is $1,000. Not on sale. And it goes on sale every so often. And the problem with, like, it has better graphics. Okay. 2 things. One, the Metastore sucks. It doesn't have a lot of games on it. And the few games that it have on it can appear cheaper elsewhere. So, in other words, I tend to have to connect to my computer anyway. Because they have the AirLink, which is actually pretty good. I'll give it that. I'm able to go wirelessly into my computer or into my, and then into Steam. So I can access all of that. And that's a free procedure. Because I'm connected through the Wi-Fi, though, there is a bottleneck in the upload. Because it has to go from my Quest to the router to my computer, which does have an Ethernet cable, so it's a lot faster. But it still has a bottleneck of up speed. And then down speed. And if you try to use the Quest, there is more data being transferred over this link. So the only time that this enhanced graphics are worth it are in 2 scenarios. Wired connection, which means you're going to fucking strangle yourself with it, which is why I hate it, which I'm going to have to deal with for the PSVR 2, which I will be getting. And then the other is if you're playing in the Quest store, which once again, it sucks. Like, it has nothing on it. Like, the only thing that's on there that's, I would say, worth a damn that isn't anywhere else is Resident Evil 4 Remake VR, or sorry, Resident Evil 4 VR, which is pretty good. Yeah. No, like, what they should have done is cornered the market on entry-level VR. That's what the Quest 2 is. That's what I've always recommended the Quest 2. It is the best at entry level. It has no other thing needed. You can play it by itself. If you have a computer, you can connect and play that way. You can test out all the markets of VR and be fine. So that's why the Quest 2 is the best recommendation. It's $400 and you're set. You can get additional accessories because I have the add-on battery and it has a better strap because my head's fucking huge. And it's $400 plus $100 because I got the strap. PSVR 2, which is going to be insanely powerful because it's not only running itself, but it's also running with PlayStation 5 connection to it. You have to do a wired connection that's going to suck, but you can do it. It's $500. I think it's still $500. Let's check. Hang on. And I am on the waiting list for it. That's $500 for discounted, but that doesn't make sense because I've seen it for only $500. The fuck is this? All right, hang on. Let's go back to all. I'm also turning this back on. Turning back on my Ghostery. I've already registered to pre-order. Stop it. I'm trying. You're pissing me off. Because like the price hasn't super officially been okay, $600 United States, and that's with a bundle. So you're probably getting a game or two. And it's February 22nd is when it'll officially launch. Cat, what the hell do you want? I'm pretty sure he wants to play with the laser pointer, which I can't do on stream. Pre-orders will go live. It's supposed to go live November 15th. Okay, it's just for the registration, which I've already done. And it's like $550. Cool. That's like $150 more than the older Quest 2. And then they're like, hey, let's introduce the Pro and charge you 3 times. The only reason you can argue that the Quest or the VR2 is more expensive and one is brand new, so you're gonna have to fight for it, but so is the Pro, is you also have to buy a PS5. But if you already have the PS5, you've already sunk that investment. Because then you can argue the same thing with the Pro is you have to buy a computer. Who doesn't have a fucking computer these days? Because the people who are going to get PSVR 2 already have the PlayStation 5 probably. But yeah, you're right. Meta should have been like making their own software, making their own designs, and making a better integrated network. Instead, I did a video talking about this. So what's killing Meta right now is they try to do their own VR chat. It's called Horizons. I'm going to pull up a picture of it. I did it in the video, but I'm going to do it here too. I'm just going to show you all the images of it. And he lied about what it was supposed to be, by the way. I'll show more about that in a second. This is what it looks like when you're in there. I'm blocking. This is what it looks like in there. You make your own avatar, and that's what you look like. You have workrooms, so you can work with your colleagues, all this other good stuff. It was pitched. I think that's one of them. No, that's not it. That's the Call of the Wild one. Where's the one that was pitched? Because when he was first pitching it, it didn't look like that. Like, the big evolution of it is, you're getting legs soon. Cool. I don't care. But you're right, it's probably not going to recover from I just saw the one above it. The metaverse recovering from this. It's just not. Like, unless they got smart about it, but they're not. Now, here is... I'm going to turn on Safe Search first. Here is the free program of VR chat. Hey, Real Washed, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a bit. Here is the free VR chat. It's free. He could have easily just stolen this fucking program or bought it straight up and said, here's my Horizons. And that's it. You're not wrong. Hey, get your sleep. I've been starting to stream earlier. I started 3 p.m. my time, which was about 2 hours and 40 minutes ago. And my goal is to try and start streaming at 2 p.m. because a lot of people who like listening to me are in other time zones. So feel free to join anytime. Next stream will be Wednesday. But yeah, this is what pisses me off is like he could have easily had used pre-existing things to build his network, to build his infrastructure. Instead, he's like, no, I gotta make it myself so I can steal your data. He could have partnered with Discord to make a Discord network to talk with. No, he had to make his own, and it sucks. He could have bought out VR chat to make his Horizons. He didn't, and he wasted billions. He wasted $44 billion. I could go on. And then they're like really big about making these weird partnership for games. Like the only one that has been good, in my opinion. I get that. No, a lot of the content, like a lot of the YouTubers I follow are also British, incidentally. They make really good like top 10 lists and stuff. But anyway, that was a weird distraction. There's a lot of things he could have just like bought out, like because he has a habit of doing this. He'll buy out these other programs and network programs, and then he'll claim it as his own. He did it with, I think it was Instagram, Tumblr, and a few others. I can't remember. Like I can't actually remember which ones. But he's done that repeatedly. I think Snapchat was one of them. Look forward to joining you. I think Friday. No, it would be a late Friday. I don't know what I'll be doing Friday because I do have a couple. I might be streaming Saturday for Project Callisto. By the way, I don't know when that's going to be. It might be Saturday. Anyway. But no, he instead of like working with third-party developers to make games within it, like go to the Steam VR page and say, okay, here are the games that are going to be on it. Let's get it on the Quest. You don't have to get exclusivity, just put it on the Quest. And the reason why is because of the latency issues we've talked about before, won't exist in that situation and makes people like it more likely to be in the Quest network for you, so you can steal more fucking data, because that's what you're going to do anyway. And this is on top of, by the way, Facebook is getting sued by the EU because of them, what's the words I'm looking for? Because of them stealing data, like I said before. So yeah, Facebook's in a lot of trouble. EA was in trouble previously because of like their loot box system. Now we're seeing Facebook in trouble because they're stealing data and being blatant about it. Oh, and not to mention, like, Facebook actually recently, I think it was Facebook sent out the memo. Let's see if I can find it. They're getting called out for this shit now, which is a lot of fun. Here's one. Remember, former President Trump's running for office again? Well, Facebook fact checkers aren't going to be fact checking him anymore because he's running for office. No, I'm going to do that Mickey Mouse voice. Going back to Mickey Mouse voice. Facebook fact checkers will no longer fact check Donald Trump because he's running for office, because clearly he is the beacon of truth. Fuck you. Actually, I wonder what it's... I've never actually said fuck you in the Mickey Mouse voice, so I'm semi-curious how it would sound. Because I always have to do the laugh to start and end the voice, so it's kind of weird. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. I might use that again later. I don't know. I have to do the laugh to get into the voice. I can't explain it. And this is a guy who holds the record for the most lies. Over 4 years, this is how many false or misleading statements he has said. I don't care. Shut up, Washington Post ads. Soundbite. I'd get in so much trouble if I turned that into a button to press, like just me popping up and saying that. But yeah, like so Facebook is getting in trouble, and like, because since their creation, which I don't know when the fuck it was, they've pretty much been doing that. Because remember, Facebook was originally a smash or pass website, and then when MySpace took off, they're like, well, let's turn into more like MySpace, which MySpace wouldn't exist in this day and age because of DMCA, but that's another conversation. So that's what it was. And so Mark Zuckerberg had one good idea, and he's been stealing from everybody else, similar to Elon Musk. So they've been stealing from everybody else, and now he's trying to do his own idea for the first time, and he fucked up royally with the metaverse. And then on top of that, so he's trying to fall back on making money off of advertisement money, which makes them a shit ton of money. So in order to do that, they're like, well, we can't censor or fact check him because he spends a lot of money. And remember, the Supreme Court ruled that politicians are allowed to lie to you legally. Fuck you, that's why. Can't infringe on their free speech. We can't infringe on their free speech. Hey, I didn't do the laugh at the beginning. I'm surprised. Because one of the other voices I can do is, but I can only use one line, is Dr. Herbert from Simpsons. Not a little morphine can't fix. I need to work on more voices. That's what I need in my life. Me talking to myself more to practice these voices. I can do Smeagol too. I might have to do that at some point. If I'm like quoting an incel, I'll drop into a Smeagol voice, I guess, because I feel that's the most appropriate. And Trump's in a lot of shit right now, hilariously. So he met with Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West. I'm going to call him Ye as much as I don't want to because I think it's stupid. But if I insist that people can't dead name like Gothic, speak of the devil, that I insist people can't dead name Gothic, then I need to make sure if he's requesting that Kanye West's name is dead name, and he wants to be called Ye, then I'm going to do the same. So I don't like it, but I'm gonna hold to my philosophy on that. Anyway, He went to Mar-a-Lago to meet Trump. Okay, that's whatever. And he's like, he actually asked Trump, "Will you be my VP?" What the fuck are you? You came out as a pro-Nazi guy, an anti-Holocaust, or like as a Holocaust denier. Who the fuck are you? And then on top of that, he showed up with two people, two right-wing psychopaths. I'm gonna pull them up individually. The first one is really awkward. Like, he's really weird to explain. I can't fucking spell his name. It's a very made up name. So let me find what he looks like now. I think he looks like this nowadays. And this is like how he kind of looked originally. So let me explain to you his story. He came out, like, originally he was a gay provocateur, conservative provocateur is the way he was described. He would intentionally say very fucked up things and then use the fact that he's gay to hide. I'm blocking his picture. So that was his big shtick for a while. He kind of got kicked out of the conservative circles when he said something that was very pro-pedophilia. So he got kicked out. This article talks about him being kicked out of CPAC 2017. He disappeared for a while. He came back recently and said he went to gay conversion therapy and became a Christian. He was married to his husband at this time, and now he says, no, I'm just really good friends with the guy now. I'm not going to say anything insulting on that. I like, hey, cool. If he's happy with who he is, selling himself out like that, cool, whatever. I don't agree with it. I think it's stupid. All right. Fuck. Who's the other guy he showed up with? I can probably find the article and just pull the name because I can't remember. Okay, now I just remember the name. I hate this guy. This guy is worse in my head. Like, this guy is somehow worse. Like, I don't know how this guy actually is worse than that. This is Nick Fuentes. Let me explain to you who he is. He's a Hispanic, white nationalist, incel leader. I'm going to say that again because it sounds really weird. Hispanic, white nationalist, incel leader. Also, he picks his nose on camera all the damn time when he's streaming. And eats it, by the way. That's like on camera. If you want to do that, fine, but don't expect to not be made fun of for doing it on camera. Anyway, and I say that after scratching the bridge of my nose, so it looks really bad. He has advocated, if I remember correctly, he has advocated that women need to be property. He has advocated saying that Cat, what do you want? What do you want? He just clawed my stomach, so I was like, I turned to him abruptly because he more or less scared me, and then he ran from me. He wants to play. See if I can do this with the laser pointer while I'm talking to you guys. Which means I'll probably be bringing the stream to an end soon, just so I can play with my kitty cat. And go work out. I haven't done that yet today. Anyway. But that's who Nick Fuente is. He believes that he's a Holocaust denier, neo-Nazi effectively, who believes not only that the Holocaust didn't happen. All right, we'll have to talk. I'll talk to you right after the stream to see if I can help you out. He's a Holocaust denier, neo-Nazi, who spouts every black pill statement you can possibly think of. Black pill is like the peak of incel. That if you're not born looking like a 10, there's no point because women won't have sex with you anyway. And then he preaches stuff like women need to be made into cattle so that regular men can have sex. He brags about having never had a girlfriend. Which, okay, whatever. If you're proud of that, I don't care. Like, the reason I keep looking down is because I'm playing with the laser pointer and the cat, so he'll calm down. Tire himself out. My cat has breathing issues, actually. Like, I don't know if it's because he doesn't run as much, but actually, I think he's always had it. Probably should go get him checked out. He may have asthma. Anyway. He's calmed down. For now. But that's who this guy is. And both of them showed up to go talk to Trump. And because they showed up to talk to Trump, Trump is losing his shit trying to fight, act like, oh, I don't know who Nick Fuentes is or Minneapolis is. But he knows. He legitimately does know. Like, I can't prove that he knows, but I heavily suspect he does. So I don't get fucking sued, so I have to cover my ass. Yeah. So that's the state of that whole shit. So Trump's in trouble with that. He's not going to win. He's down in the polls. Like, except for one poll, he is down in the polls to DeSantis from Florida. Yeah. But I believe that I don't see them winning 2024. Mind you, that doesn't mean don't fight like hell. Politically, vote, campaign, but do not. I'm not saying violence. There is one exception to that statement, though. I will pull up this video. Thankfully, because of Gothic, I actually have it saved. Because Gothic is good girl. Just gonna play this on loop for a little bit. See, can I expand it? No, okay. Just gonna play this on loop for a little bit. This appeases my soul. Like, I am not pro violence. Nazis don't count. If you're wearing that armband, even as a joke, you deserve to get punched. I don't care. We fought a world war over this shit. There's actually a conversation to be had about that. This is the last train of thought I hope I follow, and then I'll probably bring the stream to an end. The thought was to be a. I'm trying to remember the exact word. To be a tolerant society, you must accept a form of intolerance towards intolerance. That's the paradox of tolerance. Meaning, to be a truly tolerant society, to be willing to accept differences and stuff, you must not be willing to accept when people push for the opposite. You must be willing to ostracize and push them out of your society. So that's the paradox of it. So people have said, oh, you're not tolerant because you're not listening to me speak hate speech. I'm like, no, you shouldn't be fucking saying that at all. If you're saying my family doesn't exist because reasons, then go fuck yourself. Then you don't exist. No, I know you are, but what am I? That's literally what I just said. Anyway. I feel better, though. After watching the Nazi get punched repeatedly, it made me feel better. All right. Y'all know the spiel. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell. I'll try to be back Wednesday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If at the latest, 3 p.m. It all depends on how my trip to the gem goes. I will give you all a report on that. We might have a Saturday stream depending on when Project Callisto drops. If it drops on Friday like it should, like I'm thinking it will, then I'll play it then. If not, I'll do a surprise stream on Saturday doing Project Callisto then. I do look forward to y'all being here. This has been a really good stream. I've had a lot of good engagement today. I had a lot of fun. Got some good progress done in Doom as well. If y'all have any game suggestions, please don't tell me them because I have so many games on my list. But if you feel the need to, go ahead and hit me up on them. I'm thinking about making a new Discord channel that isn't like the Geeks Perspective one that was meant to be a personal one. I might make one that's just for me, for like this community I'm building for streaming, so people can like feed me ideas, feed me memes or something you want me to talk about, all that good stuff, and then I can work with that. And also so I can collab with people personally. I've got a longer train of thought on that. I'm not going to go into that. Anyway,